everybody, what is going on? We're doing another product video today, actually dual products, which is really awesome. I've got the brand new, just came out, EcoFlow River 2. What they have done to it, what they've upgraded, we're gonna get into all of that. And I also have the 110 watt solar panel, also by EcoFlow. So we're gonna push this to its limit to see what it can and cannot do. I'm gonna talk about what I would want to use it for, how I'm going to use it, and why I like EcoFlow as much as I do. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning into this video, and as always, consider subscribing. I do a lot of van life stuff. I do a lot of DIY, woodworking, designing, building. I have a degree in that field, and what you might even see behind you right now is a full-on tiny house that I am building from the ground up. Ground up, that doesn't make any sense, but you know what I'm talking about. It is a crazy amount of work, but I am doing it all on this channel. I've done several vans in the past, and I've even done an overlanding rig. In the future, I plan on putting that on a piece of land, and I'll be doing other van builds, other tiny homes, my own shop build, everything off-grid, which brings me to today's video, which is very off-grid inspired, I guess is the word. Inspired, yeah. The company EcoFlow, I've worked with them a bunch. I really do love them. I think they're great. They make phenomenal products. They even have in their name EcoFlow. They are very conscious of how they make their products. So before I get into the River 2, I just want to talk briefly on the solar panel, which is just one of the ways to power the EcoFlow. It can also obviously power the Delta 2, which I've done a video on, as well as any other, really anything. And the reason I say anything is because they have standard MC4 connectors. You pretty much can hook up an MC4 connector. Is a very universal way to plug in solar into almost any like battery application. It is actually so new, I didn't even take off the tie on it. Whoops. And there are the two ties. As you can see, boom, boom. They even make it really easy. They even have it wrapped with a positive sign on it. And then this one obviously has a negative sign. So obviously this doesn't just simply plug into this. So you need an adapter, which you can get. It's not really an adapter. It's almost just a, you know, large connector. And look at the length of this wire. It is extremely long. I actually don't know the length offhand, but I could measure it, I guess. It's a very simple, like I said, connection point, boom, and then boom, and then the other end plugs right into the port, into the back of any one of the EcoFlows, and then boom. Now, we are indoors right now, so obviously I'm not getting any input. What the input of this would be, this is a 110 watt solar panel. It is a quad fold, I guess is the best way to put it. When it is all folded up, it is very compact, and as you can see, when it is unfolded, it is obviously pretty good size. Now my table that we're on right now is roughly 8 feet, so it is shy of that amount. And height-wise, I believe it's only like 18 inches? 16 and a half inches in height. So when it's all folded up, it's about 16 and a half inches square, give or take. Very compact, and it's very easy. And the reason why I keep on bringing why it's so compact is because when you take this out, you want to store it away in a certain place, whether it's underneath a seat, or if it's in a storage compartment, or maybe it's behind your seat. It's very easily stored away. Also comes with this travel pouch, I guess, and even hard on one side. So it's rigid and you won't damage it, is my point. Let's put all this aside. Lastly, before I put it away, they do have all of these little like holes or hooks, and that's for mounting points. You can get, you know, carabiners, suction cups. You can put it onto the side of your van or your car. You can hang it off. You can kind of makeshift however you want to put it. You can put it on the ground and lean it up against your vehicle. You can do whatever you want to make sure it's angled correctly at the sun. The River 2, here it is. This thing is a beast. Obviously there are 3 ways to charge this. It is via solar, a car port, a 12 volt cigarette lighter port, or wall charger. Now, one of their major claim to fames, which I needed to put to the test, was to see if this thing could charge as fast as it does. They say it has a 5 times charging rate, which outdoes every single competitor that is out there right now. They said that this little station can charge from 0 to 100% in under an hour. They even have a video on their page that shows that. However, I wanted to test it. So what I did was, last night I unboxed this, I plugged it in, it was at 32 or 33%. It was at 9:45 p.m. and it was fully charged by like 10:10 or 10:15. So that roughly charged 70% of its battery in just about 30 minutes, which is super impressive in my book. This little station is 256 watt hours, which is equivalent to 20 amp hours at 12 volt. But like we just talked about, it can charge entirely in an hour. You can charge all of your devices that you need to charge, whether it's a laptop or, a camera, batteries. You can run multiple things at once. I believe they have something like 10 ports on here. You can run them all, charge them all up, and then you go and plug it into a wall, whether you go to a coffee shop or a library, or this is if you're on the road, by the way. But if you are not on the road and you can just charge it up at home somewhere, or you can even plug it into the cigarette lighter port, and this will charge extremely fast. Let's say you're driving from point A to a camping site, or somewhere you're going to stealth park, or somewhere you're just going to camp for the night. You can use your carport to charge it up, and then when you get there you can actually run all of your devices that you need to run, whether it's charging your cell phone, your laptop. One of the major things that I do love about EcoFlow is they listen to their customers. Okay, they didn't just make one battery size, they made several battery sizes. This may be one of the smaller ones. They also have the Delta 2. They have the battery extenders. They've got the Delta Pro, which is just a big mamma jamma. And now they have their power kits. Maybe you don't want to go that big, and that's why having something of this size is perfect. But like those other products that I just mentioned, this one included, EcoFlow has a Bluetooth capability, which means you can use the app, monitor all of those systems, including, like I said, this one. So you can use that app, you can see it's charging, you can see what it's working, you can see how much draw is on it, you can see what the solar input is. You can track all of that just through an app. What is also amazing about the River 2 is the new design that they have. They've got the handle in the rear, which is just easier to carry, and it's only 7.8 pounds. This thing is under 8 pounds. Anybody can carry it. I have bad shoulders and I can still hold it out like this. So dimensionally, it is about 9.8, I think it was, or like we'll say we can round up to 10 inches going across, okay? It is just under 6 inches in height, and including the handle, it is slightly under 9 inches going front to back, or the depth of it, or width. So length, width, that is almost square. However, like I said, because of the handle, you have a little bit of room back here. Oh my goodness, I love this little thing. All right, let's put it to the test real quick to kind of see what it can handle. I haven't tried this yet, so this will be interesting to try. Now, normally I wouldn't do this, but hey, why not? You know what I mean? I have a heat gun. If anybody knows about the power draw on heat guns, they're pretty excessive. So I'm not going to put it on level 2 because I'm sure level 2 is going to trip the inverter that is inside of this. This is not a massive inverter. I believe the inverter is a pure sine, which, geez, I hope everybody is using a pure sine at this point. It is only 300 watt inverter. Now, things like laptops and camera batteries and other devices, speakers, things of that nature are all going to be under 300 watts. It does have a 600 watt surge. Now, I don't know how long that is, whether it's 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 2 minutes, whatever that surge is at 600 watts. But we're going to take this to the test because I'm pretty sure this is going to be kind of crazy. I hit the button for the AC on off. Take my phone so you guys can see this in real time. Just so you guys can see it in real time and see what happens. The output is 346. Well, they say the surge is at 600 and this is at a 346 output. So, you know, it's outdoing what it says it's supposed to do, which is impressive. It's a 300 watt inverter and it's at a 346. I'm not lying to you guys. You guys can see it through my phone. So it was about, what did that run for? 30 seconds, give or take? It pretty much shut it off. It was like, hey, we're gonna do we're protecting it pretty much. I intentionally wanted to do that because I wanted to see how this would react. It's only rated at 300 watt inverter, but that's perfect. It had about a 30-second surge on it. Most things that you're gonna be running off of this is not gonna be over 300 watts. You're totally fine there. I am thoroughly impressed that it was able to run this for 30 seconds. Not a lot of power stations of this size can run this for 30 seconds. I can promise you that. So lastly, what would I use this for? What would I need this for? Well, like I said, if you have one EcoFlow, let's say you have the Delta 2, having the River is not a bad secondary option. Phenomenal piece of equipment to have in your car as an in-case emergency. Doesn't take up a lot of room. This is perfect for anybody that is a tent camper, anybody that is a car camper, or for all of you van lifers out there, or even tiny home livers that want to be more off-grid. Think about this for a second. If you have a power station and let's say it's overcast for 3 or 4 days and you haven't been getting a lot of solar onto your solar panels, or you haven't been able to drive much to recharge the batteries, or your DC to DC charger is not working, any one of those things could be happening. Having something like this to make sure that you can still get your work done on your laptop is a phenomenal piece of machinery just to have sitting there, making sure that you can get that work done by plugging in your laptop or by plugging in your camera devices. I am going to be doing another overland truck. I definitely will be doing one. Will I go back into doing a tent camper on top of a Jeep Gladiator? Probably not. I'm more than likely going to do something SUV based so I can have me and my dog Glacier sleep in it very comfortably while I drive cross country numerous times. And this is just perfect to have with me while I go to bed at night and I want to charge my phone. And then as I drive the next day, I can charge it. So that is what I would use the River 2 for. It is just a very versatile piece of machinery, and I really hope that you also consider checking out getting your own River 2. If you are interested in getting your own EcoFlow River 2, please click that link below. It is only there for a limited time to get your discount. So make sure you click that link, get your discount for the River 2, and please go check out their website and check out all of the amazing things that EcoFlow is offering. Not only do they have the River 2, they have the Delta 2, they've got the battery extenders, they have the Delta Pro, they've got the Delta Max Pro, they've got the Wave, which is the portable air conditioning unit, and best and most important, they have the power kits, the all-in-one power kits. Definitely want to check those out if you are doing any type of off-grid living or van dwelling or RV type build, because if you don't want to mess with electrical, EcoFlow's taking care of it for you. All right, guys, we'll see you guys next time. Later.
I could run through the fire, I could conquer the night, if I can make it, if